Hey there, do you want to know about the advantages and disadvantages of Excel name ranges in Microsoft Excel? If yes, then this video is absolutely for you. Do watch it without the fail. In this video, I'm going to teach you all about all the possible advantages and disadvantages of using Excel name ranges in Microsoft Excel. So go ahead and watch this video. Hello everyone, welcome back to this Microsoft Excel tutorial journey with me on my Knowledge Factor YouTube channel. This is session number 111 and we are learning the conditional functions in Microsoft Excel. Alright, so we have got a name range in there, pretty sleek. So rather than referencing the range of cells by the cell address, we gave it a name and we can now use that inside of formulas. Now the question comes in mind is that what could be the sum of advantages and disadvantages of doing this over the standard column row reference, right? So first we'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages as well. So first off, what are some advantages? Why am I showing this here, right? Well, one of them is giving it a range or even a single cell a name. We are offering some more context. We are giving it a definition. It's just not B5 through B9, but this is week 1. Somebody looks at the formula, they see week 1, right? So in case you have not watched the video before this session, just go ahead and watch that video first to know that how we named this cell ranges and then did the calculation. I've given the link at the top. So we can know that, oh, this is referencing week 1 data, not some abstract column row reference. Now, another advantage is not only can we use this inside of formulas and especially great inside of large sets of data, we are going to be taking a look at the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP functions very shortly in just a few videos from here, and this will become huge. We can use this to name a whole table of data and then we can use that inside of the formula. So a pretty big advantage. And another one, we can actually use this to help us navigate to data. Take a look. I hop to someplace else, even in completely different worksheet. Maybe I'm down here to the VLOOKUP function worksheet. Okay. And now I can go back to the name box. Remember from the last video, top left corner of your screen, it's called the name box. If you have missed it, I have again shared the link at the top of this video. Just go ahead and watch that video. Okay, so I can just hit that little arrow button and what we got, week 1, right? If I give that a click, it will take me right there, right to that data. So I'm looking for something, right? Maybe it's perhaps a data that you work with quite a bit. I need to navigate to it. Name it, go to the name box, there you are, right? So you have navigated to that data. It's all great. Once you have navigated to it, it's actually highlighted that data. If now I go to the file, print, and I can change like what I'm printing from active sheet to print the selection, and then I'll just print that particular data. So that's something small, just wanted to let you know. But utilizing the name ranges, if it's common area that you interface with, give it a name, you can navigate to it, you can quickly print that selected area. Pretty sleek. Now these are some pretty big advantages there, and especially that we can then utilize that name inside of formulas like we did with the sum. Now what's the disadvantages to this? Well, earlier on this course, we talked about different types of references. We talked about relative references such as B5, right? Right here, this is all here, right? B5. I'll just give here B5, correct? If I just reference that equals B5, that right there is a relative reference. Now the benefit of that relative reference that we talked about earlier, and again if you have missed watching that relative reference and absolute reference video, I have just given the link at the top of this video. Just go ahead and watch that video. Okay, so the benefit of that relative reference that we talked about earlier was that I can then copy this formula to other columns or other rows and it would update based on the new position. A relative reference, right? What was the other type? When we talked about relative, we also talked about the absolute reference. Now, an absolute reference would look something like this. You would have the dollar sign in there, dollar $B, $5. Now, the nice thing here is if I copied this formula, this reference, that B5 would stay the same, always the same. It would never change from reference cell B5. Now, a name range is essentially an absolute reference, so which is great if you use properly. But in this case, I need to get the sales for the week 2, 3, 4 and totals, right? Well, remember our first formula, if I give that a double click, is referencing a name range week 1. This is essentially an absolute value. So what I'll do, if I grab that little box and drag it over, it's just going to perform the same action. It's always summing week 1, right? It's always summing week 1. So something to be aware of. We can consider that a disadvantage, especially with this set of data, because I just want to create the formula once and then copy it over, right? So reuse that. So keep that in mind. Got some pretty big advantages to utilizing this: naming a range, giving it context, using that name rather than a cell reference inside of a formula. Pretty cool. But if it's something that you plan on copying, such as this right here, perhaps it's not the best bet. You would want to roll back into utilizing the traditional column and row references within your formulas. Now, you can try this out. Try the navigation, try this print selection, take a look at how you copy it, and it's just going to repeat week 1 over and over again. So we have got some advantages, along with that we have got some disadvantages as well. So try it out, just get a feel for it. The next lecture we are going to switch gears a little bit, but I want you to keep name ranges in your mind because we are going to use them, and we are going to learn about a new function called the if function, and we'll see how we can use it there. So first off, make sure you have got a good grasp on name ranges. How do you create them, where you can go to utilize them, what is the advantages, what is the disadvantage, where you should use it, where you should not use it. Just get clear that in your mind, right? And then we'll take a look at some other options here. So take a look at name ranges, and we'll meet up soon in the next video. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and as I always say, if you really like this video and enjoying this journey, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and also press the bell icon to get the latest content update on this channel. Alright, then we'll meet up in the next session. In case you have any questions, any concerns on this video, then please let me know in the comment section of this video. See you in the next session. Till then, stay safe, have a great life, and take very good care of yourself.